Every morning, the universe hands you a blank page, a new chance to rewrite your story. But most people sleep through it, unaware that the first few moments after waking hold the power to shape everything that follows. The law of attraction is not just about wishing for success. It's about aligning your energy, your thoughts, and your actions with what you truly desire. When you rise early before the noise of the world begins, you step into a sacred space where clarity lives. That silence isn't emptiness. It's potential waiting for direction. In those golden hours, you are the architect of your destiny, the master of your frequency. Every thought you think, every word you whisper sends a signal to the universe saying, this is who I am, this is what I deserve. Wake up early and you give yourself the time to focus, to visualize, to breathe life into the version of yourself you've always dreamed of becoming. The morning is not a routine, it's a ritual that separates those who live on purpose from those who drift through life wondering why their dreams never arrive. The power of the morning determines the direction of your entire day. Every sunrise brings with it a silent opportunity, a reset button gifted by the universe. It doesn't matter what yesterday held, how many mistakes were made, or how far you think you've fallen. The morning gives you another chance to rise. The stillness of dawn holds an energy unlike any other time of day. When the world is quiet, your thoughts are louder, clearer, more aligned with who you truly are. That moment when the sky begins to glow before the rush, before the noise, is when your mind has the potential to create the blueprint for the day ahead. The decisions you make, the emotions you choose to dwell in, the focus you direct, all of it begins in those early hours. Most people underestimate this time, hitting snooze again and again, unaware that they're not just postponing a few minutes of sleep, they're delaying their destiny. When you wake up early, you claim ownership of your time. You are no longer reacting to the world, you're designing your life. In that stillness, you can connect deeply with your goals, your values, and your vision for the future. You begin to understand that energy is everything. How you begin your day dictates the vibration you send out, and that vibration becomes a magnet for the experiences you attract. If you start with chaos, you invite more chaos. But if you start with clarity, gratitude, and purpose, the day unfolds with direction and flow. The morning is your first victory. The first moment to remind yourself that you are in control of your emotions, your focus, and your choices. The great achievers of the world have always understood the sacred power of morning rituals. It's not about waking up early for the sake of discipline alone. It's about awakening your consciousness before the rest of the world distracts you. In the early hours, you meet yourself, you see your fears, your ambitions, your dreams, without the interference of external noise. That's when alignment happens. When your inner world sets the tone for your outer results, the law of attraction begins to work effortlessly. When your first thoughts of the day are intentional and focused, the energy you release in those first moments signals to the universe whether you're ready to receive or not. Imagine stepping into your day already centered, already aware of your goals, already filled with gratitude for what's to come. You'd move differently, you'd speak differently, you'd attract differently, because the morning gives you a moment of creation, the ability to design your mental and emotional landscape before life tries to do it for you. The first hour of your day is the seed of your success. Plant it with negativity, and your day will mirror that. Fill it with positivity, gratitude, and determination, and watch how effortlessly things begin to align in your favor. Your mind is most powerful in the morning because it's uncluttered, untouched by the distractions that flood in as the hours pass. This is when your subconscious is most receptive. When affirmations and visualizations carry their strongest charge, you can feed your mind the belief that today will bring opportunity, that you are capable, that you are moving closer to your dreams. And that belief begins to shape your actions, your decisions, your perception, and the universe responds to that frequency. You attract what you expect, and mornings are where those expectations are set. To master your day, you must first master your morning. Waking up early isn't about deprivation, it's about preparation. It's not about losing sleep, it's about gaining time to think, to breathe, to move, to create, time to focus before distractions consume you. When you start your day with purpose, you're not chasing success, you're aligning with it. You're putting yourself in the right energetic state to receive the results you seek. The law of attraction is not magic, it's focus, consistency, and energy, and nothing strengthens those three like a powerful morning routine. Think about it. Every morning you have two choices: to wake up and shape your day with intention, or to drift into it and let circumstance decide for you. One path gives you power, the other steals it. The difference between the two isn't luck, it's awareness. The awareness that the morning is where your reality begins. Before anyone else demands your time, before the world starts spinning its noise and chaos, you have the gift of silence, the gift of space to realign yourself with your purpose. Those few minutes of solitude are where leaders are made, where creators are inspired, and where destinies are rewritten. You cannot control everything that happens during the day, but you can control how you begin it. And that beginning is your greatest leverage point. It's your chance to set the emotional temperature of your entire day. Whether you start with gratitude or frustration, peace or panic, faith or fear, that choice defines what follows. The morning doesn't just predict your productivity, it predicts your mindset, and mindset predicts your destiny. When you understand that, you no longer see waking up early as a chore. It becomes your superpower. It becomes your connection point with the universe, the moment when your thoughts, emotions, and intentions merge into one powerful signal that says you're ready to attract, ready to grow, ready to rise. Your thoughts are magnets. What you focus on, you attract. Every single idea, belief, and emotion you hold in your mind carries a frequency, and that frequency broadcasts into the universe, drawing back experiences that match it. Most people live unaware of this invisible power, thinking life happens by chance or circumstance. But the truth is, every result, every moment of joy or struggle begins in the mind. The law of attraction responds not to what you want, but to what you truly feel and believe. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, you unconsciously pull in more of the same energy. But when your thoughts are aligned with faith, abundance, and gratitude, the universe rearranges itself to meet that vibration. Every thought is like a seed, and what you consistently water with attention grows into your reality. The human mind is a powerful transmitter. Every moment you think, you send out a message, a signal that the universe receives and mirrors back through circumstances, people, and events. It's not a coincidence when opportunities appear after days of positive focus. It's not luck when the right person enters your life after you visualize connection and success. It's the reflection of the energy you've been radiating all along. This is why focus is everything. You cannot think about failure and expect victory. You cannot dwell on scarcity and attract abundance. The universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your dominant vibration, the emotion beneath those words, the belief that fuels them. If you constantly replay your fears, you create a magnetic pull towards situations that validate those fears. You begin to see proof of them everywhere because your mind has tuned itself to that frequency. But when you shift your thoughts intentionally, when you choose to visualize success, to imagine peace, to feel joy before it arrives, you begin to change the channel. The world outside starts to mirror the world inside. This is not fantasy, it's alignment. The law of attraction doesn't ask you to pretend life is perfect. It asks you to take control of what you allow to dominate your mind, because whatever you give your attention to grows stronger. Energy flows where attention goes. Most people wake up each morning thinking about what they don't want, their problems, their stress, their lack of time or money. They send that energy into the universe before the day even begins, and the universe simply reflects it back. But those who understand the true power of attraction start differently. They set intentions. They visualize what they want to feel, not what they want to avoid. They understand that emotion is the language of the universe, and gratitude is its most powerful signal. When you start your morning with gratitude, your entire vibration rises. Suddenly, things begin to unfold more smoothly. People seem kinder, solutions appear faster, and opportunities that once seemed distant begin to approach naturally. Your thoughts don't just shape your mood, they sculpt your future. They decide how you interpret events, how you react to challenges, and how you move toward your goals. A single negative thought repeated often enough becomes belief, and belief shapes your destiny. But the same is true for positive ones. When you start affirming your power, believing that you deserve good things, and acting as though they are already on their way, you begin to pull them closer. The law of attraction thrives on consistency. A few moments of positive thinking are not enough. Your vibration must become your way of being. That's why mastering your mind is the foundation of mastering your life. The mind is like a magnetized field. It cannot help but draw what matches it. If you think in terms of lack, you attract experiences that remind you of what you don't have. But when you think in terms of possibility, of potential, of abundance, your energy becomes open, receptive, and strong. You start noticing chances that others overlook. You start moving with more confidence. You begin to expect good things. And expectation is the doorway through which miracles walk. The more you believe that the universe is working in your favor, the more evidence you will find to prove that belief right. The more you believe that things never go your way, the more proof you'll gather for that too. The universe doesn't choose sides. It simply reflects your signal. Every great transformation starts with a single shift in thought. When you stop saying, I can't, and start saying, I will, everything begins to realign. When you stop thinking of yourself as someone waiting for luck and start thinking of yourself as a magnet for opportunity, your energy changes. The people you meet, the doors that open, the timing of events, all begin to synchronize in ways that defy logic. It's not coincidence, it's consciousness. Your mind is not just an observer of reality, it's a creator of it. Throughout the day, the challenge is to guard your focus, to not let negativity, doubt, or comparison steal your energy. Every time you focus on what's wrong, you strengthen the vibration of limitation. Every time you focus on what's right, you strengthen the vibration of expansion. The law of attraction works constantly, whether you believe in it or not. So the question is not whether it's real. The question is whether you're using it intentionally or accidentally. The thoughts you repeat, the emotions you hold on to, the vision you build inside your mind, all of it is building something outside of you. And the moment you realize that, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the author of your story. Waking up early connects your mind with universal energy and clarity. In those quiet moments before the world awakens, when the sky still carries the calm of the night and the air feels untouched by chaos, there exists a sacred silence. This silence holds a frequency, a pure, undisturbed vibration that aligns perfectly with the energy of creation. When you rise early, you don't just gain time, you tap into this field of clarity, a realm where your thoughts are sharper, your emotions calmer, and your intuition stronger. The early morning isn't just a part of the day, it's a bridge between the unseen and the seen, the inner world of intention and the outer world of action. The energy of the universe moves in cycles, and dawn is when that energy is most balanced, most accessible, most in tune with your higher purpose. When you wake before the noise begins, you are given a chance to meet yourself in your truest form. There are no distractions, no external demands, just pure connection. It's in this stillness that ideas flow effortlessly, where creativity feels infinite, where decisions that once seemed clouded suddenly appear with stunning clarity. The morning light carries a vibration that cleanses your mental clutter, aligning you with a higher frequency of awareness. The mind, free from the residue of yesterday, becomes an open channel ready to receive new inspiration. The universe speaks in silence, and only those who rise early enough can hear its whisper. Everything in existence is energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, the air around you, and all of it vibrates at specific frequencies. The earlier you wake, the closer you are to nature's rhythm, to the harmony of that universal energy. The birds that sing, the wind that moves softly through the trees, the golden hue of dawn. They are not random details, they are signals of alignment. They remind you that you are part of something vast and intelligent, something that flows effortlessly when you choose to flow with it. When you wake up early, you synchronize your own vibration with that of the universe, and this alignment gives birth to clarity, focus, and peace. It is no coincidence that some of the greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders began their days long before sunrise. They understood that the early hours carry a different kind of energy, a vibration of creation rather than consumption. It's a time when your mind is not yet filled with the world's opinions or pressures, when you can connect directly with your purpose and inner voice. This connection doesn't require effort, it requires stillness. The universe rewards those who take that stillness seriously because that's where alignment is born. When your mind is calm and connected, inspiration begins to flow, not as random thoughts, but as intuitive guidance. You begin to feel guided, as if the path ahead is unfolding naturally, because in that moment, your frequency matches the rhythm of life itself. In the silence of the early morning, distractions disappear. Your awareness sharpens, your breathing deepens, and your mind becomes sensitive to subtle insights. The clarity that emerges isn't forced, it's revealed. It's the clarity that helps you see beyond surface problems, beyond temporary emotions, into the deeper layers of truth. When you are connected to this energy, decisions feel lighter, worries seem smaller, and focus becomes effortless. It's as though the fog of confusion lifts, replaced by an inner knowing that guides your next move. This connection to universal energy is not mystical, it's natural. The stillness of dawn allows your nervous system to reset, your thoughts to align, and your spirit to reconnect with the vast intelligence that surrounds everything. The human mind, when quieted, becomes a receiver. It can pick up on intuition, creativity, and subtle nudges that often go unnoticed in the noise of daily life. Early mornings amplify this ability because the energy around you is undisturbed, the electromagnetic field of the earth is calmer, your brain waves slow, and your heart synchronizes with the gentle rhythm of the planet. In that alignment, clarity is not something you chase, it's something you step into. You begin to sense what actions feel right, what paths are aligned, and what energy is worth pursuing. This is the real power of waking up early. You no longer push against life, you flow with it. Many people mistake productivity for clarity, but clarity is far more powerful. Productivity without clarity leads to burnout, but clarity turns every action into intention. The morning gives you this clarity because it connects you to the source of all creation, the still infinite field of energy that exists before thought. When you sit in that silence, breathe deeply, and focus your awareness, you charge your entire being with higher frequency. That energy stays with you throughout the day, guiding your focus, shaping your emotions, influencing your interactions. You carry the calm of the morning into everything you do, and suddenly the challenges of the day feel lighter because you are operating from alignment, not resistance. The morning is your chance to cleanse your energy field, to release the heaviness of yesterday, and to open yourself to the possibilities of today. When you rise early, you create space to think, to breathe, to connect with the unseen. This space is where clarity lives. It's where the voice of your intuition becomes louder than the noise of your fears. It's where you stop reacting to life and start co-creating with it. You realize that you're not separate from the universe. You are part of its continuous expansion, and the earlier you wake, the closer you are to its pulse. The energy of dawn is the universe's way of reminding you that renewal is always possible, that clarity is always available, and that the moment you align your thoughts with that energy, everything begins to flow in perfect harmony. Visualization in silence amplifies your manifestation power. When you close your eyes and let your mind wander into the world of your desires, you are not imagining fantasy, you are giving form to potential. The universe is energy, and energy responds to the images you create with emotion and intention. Visualization is not daydreaming, it is deliberate creation. It's the act of seeing, feeling, and believing in the outcome before it exists in the physical world. Every great invention, every success story, every life transformation began first in someone's imagination. The power to shape your life starts with what you see in your mind when everything around you is still. Silence gives that vision strength because in silence your mind is undisturbed, your emotions are aligned, and your focus becomes a laser of creative energy. When you visualize in silence, you strip away distraction. You quiet the noise of doubt, the interference of fear, and the chatter of limitation. What remains is pure concentration, the connection between your inner world and the field of infinite possibilities that surrounds you. In that quiet space, your thoughts carry more energy because they are not competing with chaos. Your focus becomes magnetic. The clearer you can see your desired reality, the more powerfully you attract it. The universe doesn't respond to vague wishes. It responds to vivid pictures charged with emotion. When your imagination is fueled by feeling, it sends out a frequency so strong that reality begins to bend toward it. Silence is the amplifier. When you sit in stillness and bring your vision to life in your mind's eye, every sense comes alive. You see the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions as though it's already happening. You train your subconscious mind to believe that your dream is not in the future. It's already real. The subconscious does not distinguish between imagination and reality. It simply accepts what you repeatedly show it. This is why athletes visualize before competitions, why creators imagine success before it happens, why those who truly manifest live their goals before they achieve them. The silent visualization plants the seed, and the universe handles the how. The law of attraction works through alignment. When your mind, heart, and energy all move in the same direction, manifestation becomes inevitable. Visualization is the tool that unites them. Your mind creates the image, your heart provides the emotion, and your energy radiates the frequency that attracts the result. When you visualize in silence, you give each of these forces the chance to synchronize. You can feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of already having what you desire. That emotion becomes the magnetic charge that draws experiences of similar vibration. The more vividly you feel it, the faster it manifests because the universe mirrors your dominant vibration, not your fleeting thoughts. Many people underestimate silence, thinking that creation requires action alone. But all powerful action begins with stillness. The greatest clarity, the deepest insight, and the strongest manifestations arise not from noise, but from quiet connection. In silence, your brain waves slow down, your breathing deepens, and your energy aligns with your higher self. This state of calm allows your imagination to expand freely without resistance. You stop overthinking, stop doubting, and start feeling. You move from wishing to knowing, from hoping to expecting, and that shift from desire to certainty is where manifestation truly begins. Visualization is the bridge between thought and reality. When you hold an image in your mind long enough, it begins to take form in the unseen field of energy before appearing in the physical world. You start to notice opportunities that match your vision, people who align with your goals and paths that lead you closer to what you imagined. This is not coincidence, it's resonance. Your energy begins to attract conditions that match what you continuously hold in your awareness. That's why silence is so essential. In the quiet, your focus sharpens and you can sustain the vision without interruption. Every second of visualization in silence strengthens the signal you send to the universe. When you visualize, it's not enough to see. You must feel the gratitude of already having achieved it. Feel the confidence, the relief, the peace that comes with success. Let those emotions flood your body until they become real sensations. This emotional frequency is the language of manifestation. Words are weak without emotion. Emotion is what communicates your intention to the universe. When you can sit in silence and generate powerful emotion from pure imagination, you no longer chase your desires. They begin to find you. You become a living magnet for everything that aligns with the energy you emit. The morning is the most powerful time to visualize because the mind is fresh, uncluttered, and deeply connected to the universal field. In those early hours, when the world is quiet, you can tune your vibration to match your desires without interference. Imagine the life you want as though it's unfolding in this very moment. Picture the details, the sensations, the faces, the sounds. Let your body feel it fully until every part of you believes it's happening. That belief begins to rewrite the subconscious patterns that may have kept you stuck. Slowly, you start thinking differently, behaving differently, and attracting differently because your inner reality begins to lead your outer one. Visualization in silence is not just a mental exercise, it's a spiritual discipline. It teaches patience, focus, and trust in unseen forces. It's a reminder that you are not separate from creation. You are a co-creator with the universe. Every time you sit in stillness and see the life you desire, you are reshaping your vibration, reprogramming your mind, and signaling to the cosmos that you are ready to receive. The images you hold consistently, the emotions you attach to them, and the energy you radiate in silence all combine to form the blueprint of your destiny. Gratitude in the morning rewires your mindset for abundance. The moment you open your eyes before your mind is filled with tasks, worries, or noise, there is a sacred space, a few seconds of stillness where you can decide what energy to invite into your day. When you fill that space with gratitude, everything shifts. Gratitude changes the chemistry of your brain. It alters your focus from what's missing to what's present, from lack to abundance, from pressure to peace. The law of attraction begins to work in your favor the instant your heart moves into appreciation, because gratitude vibrates at one of the highest frequencies in the universe. It attracts more reasons to be grateful, more light, more opportunity. When you begin your morning with this energy, you align your mind with abundance before the world even has a chance to influence you. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It's a state of awareness. It's the recognition that even in imperfection, there is growth. Even in challenge, there is strength. Even in silence, there is peace. When you wake early and take a moment to feel thankful for your breath, your body, your opportunities, your loved ones, you start training your subconscious mind to focus on what's good. Your subconscious does not judge. It simply follows the patterns you give it. If you begin your day thinking about what you lack, your mind will filter the world through scarcity. But if you begin by acknowledging what's already working, your mind filters for blessings, for opportunities, for solutions. Gratitude literally rewires your neural pathways to seek positivity. It's not just spiritual, it's biological. Your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals that elevate mood, sharpen focus, and strengthen resilience. When you consistently practice morning gratitude, your energy begins to shift. You stop waiting for big miracles to feel happy and start finding joy in the smallest details, the sunlight through your window, the warmth of your morning tea, the stillness of the air before the day begins. These simple acknowledgments send a message to the universe. I am thankful for what I have, and I am ready for more. And because the universe responds to vibration, it mirrors that signal back to you in the form of new opportunities, new blessings, and unexpected breakthroughs. Gratitude multiplies everything it touches. It's like sunlight on a seed. It makes whatever you focus on grow. Most people start their day thinking about what they must do, what they haven't finished, or what might go wrong. This kind of mental chatter immediately lowers their vibration. They unknowingly step into their day carrying the energy of lack. But the ones who start with gratitude begin on a higher frequency. Instead of waking up with stress, they wake up with awareness. They remind themselves that they already possess enough to create more, that every breath is proof of possibility. Gratitude turns what you have into more than enough. It changes how you see, how you speak, and how you act. It opens your mind to creativity, because when you stop focusing on problems, solutions begin to appear naturally. The morning is the most powerful time for gratitude because it sets the emotional tone for the rest of the day. Whatever you feel in the first hour after waking becomes the foundation for your thoughts and actions that follow. If your first emotion is stress, the day becomes heavier. If it's appreciation, the day becomes lighter. Gratitude transforms your inner world first, and then your outer world begins to reflect that transformation. You'll notice people responding to you differently, your energy attracting situations that align with joy, your path clearing in ways that once seemed difficult. Gratitude doesn't erase challenges, but it changes your relationship with them. You stop seeing them as obstacles and start seeing them as teachers. The law of attraction thrives on gratitude because it communicates trust. When you say, "I am thankful," you are telling the universe that you already believe in its generosity. You stop begging for outcomes and start aligning with them. Gratitude is faith in action. It's the knowing that everything is happening for you, not to you. When your mornings begin with that belief, you carry a quiet confidence through your day. You stop competing, comparing, or chasing because you're rooted in sufficiency. The energy of gratitude is magnetic. It pulls towards you the people, ideas, and experiences that match its vibration. It's impossible to feel grateful and fearful at the same time. Gratitude dissolves anxiety because it replaces uncertainty with trust. A simple morning gratitude ritual can change your entire mindset. Before reaching for your phone or rushing into routine, take a few minutes to breathe deeply and list things you're thankful for. Don't just think about them, feel them. Feel the warmth of appreciation in your chest, the lightness in your heart. Visualize that gratitude expanding from you like waves of golden energy, touching every part of your day ahead. You can be grateful for your goals as if they've already come true. You can thank the universe for the abundance that's still on its way. This emotional rehearsal primes your subconscious to act in alignment with abundance rather than scarcity. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, gratitude becomes your default setting. Instead of reacting to challenges with frustration, you respond with calm awareness. You begin to recognize hidden blessings in every moment. Even difficulties start to carry meaning because gratitude shifts your perspective from "why me" to "what is this teaching me?" That shift changes everything. It builds resilience, patience, and wisdom. It strengthens your connection with universal energy because gratitude opens your heart, and an open heart is a powerful receiver of abundance. When you wake early and choose gratitude, you send a powerful message to yourself and to the universe. You are aware, you are present, and you are ready to receive. Gratitude unlocks the higher frequencies where abundance flows freely. It turns ordinary mornings into moments of alignment and ordinary days into opportunities for growth. Each thank you you whisper into the quiet of dawn becomes an affirmation of faith, a declaration that you already hold everything you need to attract everything you desire. Consistent early habits create unstoppable momentum. Success is not born from grand gestures or occasional bursts of effort. It's built from small, disciplined actions repeated every single day. When you choose to rise early and commit to a consistent morning routine, you are programming your mind and body for progress. Every sunrise becomes a declaration of intent, a reminder that you are in control of your time, your focus, and your energy. The power of habit lies not in what you do once, but in what you do repeatedly, even when motivation fades. Consistency transforms actions into identity. The person who wakes early every day, who invests those quiet hours in growth, in clarity, and self-mastery, becomes someone unstoppable, not because of luck, but because of rhythm. Each morning you wake before the world, you gain an advantage that compounds over time. The hours others spend in distraction or sleep, you spend sharpening your vision, feeding your mind, strengthening your body, or aligning your purpose. These small, invisible victories accumulate into massive results. Momentum begins slowly, but once it builds, it becomes a force that's hard to break. The habit of rising early is not just about productivity, it's about self-respect. It's a promise you keep to yourself every day. A promise that says, "I will not waste my potential." Every repetition of that promise rewires your brain to associate discipline with empowerment, routine with growth, effort with fulfillment. Consistency builds confidence. Each morning that you follow through on your commitment, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of controlling your destiny. That self-trust becomes the foundation of unstoppable momentum. You no longer depend on fleeting bursts of motivation because your habits take over. Your body knows when to wake, your mind knows what to focus on, your energy aligns with purpose. Over time, discipline becomes automatic and success becomes predictable. When you do something long enough, it no longer requires willpower. It becomes part of who you are. The one who practices daily mastery doesn't chase success, they attract it through consistent alignment. Momentum is energy in motion, and energy loves rhythm. When your mornings follow a consistent structure, waking early, focusing your thoughts, moving your body, setting clear intentions, you create a pattern that your mind begins to crave. You start to look forward to that time because it becomes your sanctuary, your reset, your reminder that progress is being made even when results aren't visible yet. The compound effect takes over. 10 minutes of visualization each morning adds up to hours of clarity each week. Small acts of discipline add up to massive transformations over time. The secret is not in perfection, but in persistence. You don't have to be the fastest or the most talented. You just have to keep showing up. The morning is the foundation of your day, and the day is the foundation of your life. When your mornings are consistent, your entire life finds rhythm. You become more centered, more intentional, more productive, not because you're working harder, but because you're aligned. The energy you carry from those early hours flows into everything else you do. Tasks become easier because you've already trained your mind to focus. Challenges seem smaller because you've already built strength through discipline. Consistent habits remove hesitation. You no longer waste time deciding whether to act. You simply act. You no longer debate whether to pursue your goals. You are already in motion. Every time you rise early and follow through, you add another layer to your inner momentum. That momentum doesn't just move you forward, it protects you from setbacks. When you have structure, life's chaos cannot easily throw you off balance. Consistent habits anchor you, they give you stability in uncertain times and confidence in your direction. They remind you that progress is always available, even in small steps. You learn that it's not about intensity, it's about endurance. The person who trains every morning doesn't need to sprint, they just keep moving, and movement itself becomes mastery. Discipline, when practiced daily, becomes a kind of freedom. You no longer depend on the external world to motivate you, you create your own drive. From within, waking up early stops being a chore and becomes a choice, a declaration that your dreams deserve your first and best energy. You start to realize that the quiet hours of the morning are sacred. They belong to your future self. Every book you read, every plan you write, every meditation you complete before dawn builds a foundation that the rest of your day stands on. And when you build enough foundations, success becomes inevitable. Momentum also fuels belief. Once you see the results of your consistent actions, more focus, better health, clearer goals, you start to believe even more deeply in your power to create. That belief accelerates everything. The stronger your belief, the faster your progress. You begin to experience what once felt impossible simply because you refuse to stop showing up. Each consistent morning becomes proof that you are capable of greatness, that effort compounds, that growth is a process, not an event. The greatest enemy of progress is inconsistency. Missing one morning doesn't destroy momentum, but neglecting routine weakens your vibration. When you skip your early rituals, you lose the rhythm that keeps you connected to purpose. But when you return even after falling off track, you reignite that energy immediately. Momentum forgives effort. It rewards return. Every morning you choose to rise again, even when tired, even when uninspired, you rebuild the frequency of progress. That consistency is what separates dreamers from doers, talkers from creators. The universe responds to rhythm. Just as the tides follow the moon, your results follow your consistency. Each morning you repeat your rituals. The vibration of your intention grows stronger, broadcasting your energy farther into the field of possibility. Over time, what once felt forced becomes natural, and what once felt distant becomes reality. That's how unstoppable momentum is created, not through bursts of passion, but through quiet persistence. It begins with a decision, grows through repetition, and solidifies through belief. Your energy shapes your destiny. The way you begin your day determines the tone, rhythm, and vibration of everything that follows. When you wake up with purpose, when your first thoughts are rooted in gratitude, clarity, and drive, you are programming your entire day for success. Energy is contagious. It flows through your actions, words, and presence. If you begin your morning in chaos, you carry that energy forward, attracting confusion and distraction. But when you rise in calmness, strength, and focus, the world begins to respond differently. You start to attract opportunities, people, and outcomes that match your inner state. The truth is, you don't just live your life, you create it with your energy. Every thought, every emotion, every habit radiates outward like ripples in water, shaping the reality that returns to you. The morning is not just the start of your day, it's a sacred reset. A chance to align your energy with your intentions before the noise of the world seeps in. In those quiet hours, your mind is open, your spirit receptive. It's the best time to choose what kind of vibration you want to carry. Do you want to walk through the day stressed and reactive or peaceful and proactive? The answer lies in how you use your morning energy. When you take control of your first hour, you take control of your life. That's when you decide whether you'll be a victim of circumstances or a creator of outcomes. Energy is not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. You can wake up tired but still powerful if your purpose is strong enough. You can feel weary but still unstoppable if your focus is aligned. When you wake with intention, your energy rises beyond your circumstances. You stop waiting for motivation to appear because your energy becomes the source of it. You breathe deeper, think clearer, and move with conviction. You begin to realize that your power doesn't come from what happens to you, it comes from what happens within you. The morning becomes your arena to train that inner energy, to strengthen your mind, your gratitude, your focus, and your faith. Every choice you make in the morning either expands or drains your energy. Reaching for your phone the moment you wake up scatters your attention. Taking a deep breath and centering your thoughts gathers it. Complaining weakens your energy. Gratitude amplifies it. Doubt closes your energy. Belief opens it. The difference between people who thrive and people who merely survive often comes down to how they manage their energy. When you protect your morning energy, you protect your purpose. You stop giving away your power to distractions and start using it to build momentum. You no longer start your day on defense. You start on offense, clear and grounded, ready to lead your energy where you want it to go. Your morning energy creates a magnetic field that attracts what aligns with it. If you wake up focused on fear, you find more to fear. If you wake up focused on gratitude, you find more to be thankful for. Your energy is like a signal to the universe, and the frequency you emit determines the experiences you draw on. That's why successful people guard their mornings fiercely. They know that what they feed their mind and body at the start of the day sets the entire vibration for what's to come. They know that every word they speak, every thought they think, and every emotion they allow is a seed planted into the soil of their reality. When you choose to plant thoughts of strength, courage, and positivity each morning, you are cultivating a garden of abundance that will bloom throughout the day. Energy management is more powerful than time management. You can have all the time in the world, but if your energy is scattered, your progress will be slow. On the other hand, when your energy is aligned, when your body is nourished, your mind is focused, and your spirit is calm, you can achieve more in 1 hour than most do in an entire day. That's why how you start your morning matters more than how long it lasts. Even 10 minutes of focus, breathing, reflection, and intention can shift your entire day's direction. You don't need perfection, you need alignment. The goal is to begin your day in a state of power, not panic. Your energy also affects those around you. The way you walk into a room, the way you speak, the calmness in your eyes, all transmit invisible signals. When your energy is grounded and elevated, you inspire others without even trying. You become the light that others feel drawn to. You become the calm in their storm, the focus in their chaos, but that influence begins within. You cannot give the world calmness if you start your day in confusion. You cannot spread positivity if your own energy is drained. That's why protecting your morning routine isn't selfish, it's service. By aligning your own energy first, you raise the frequency of everyone you encounter. The morning is also the time to clear your inner space, to let go of yesterday's frustrations, fears, and regrets so they don't infect today's potential. Every sunrise gives you a clean slate, a new opportunity to reset your vibration. When you hold on to old energy, you block the flow of new blessings. But when you release and realign, you make space for growth. You remind yourself that the past cannot define your day unless you allow it. The energy you bring into today determines the energy that will shape your tomorrow. When you understand that everything is energy, you start to live differently. You begin to move with more awareness, to speak with more intention, to think with more clarity. You stop chasing outcomes and start cultivating vibration. You learn that your life doesn't change when circumstances change. It changes when your energy changes. The world mirrors what you radiate. If you want more peace, you must become peaceful. If you want more success, you must embody success. If you want more light, you must wake up and choose it consciously every morning before the world chooses it for you. The early hours are the most powerful hours of your life because they are the only time the world is silent enough for you to hear your inner voice. That voice carries your truest energy, your clarity, your intuition, your strength. When you listen to it before the world interrupts, you begin to live with direction instead of distraction. You begin to move with energy that doesn't fade by midday because it comes from a deeper source. That energy becomes your compass, your shield, your drive. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. The more present you are in your mornings, the more powerful your energy becomes throughout the day.